Brazil. I'll send you the helicopter.
All okay?
Yeah, perfect, thank you. Yeah. Do I want to drive? That's right. What is it? Just like a normal golf buggy? Right, let's talk about Formula One. You're a dictator, aren't you? You have a flat line of managers. You don't have a pyramid of management around you.
No, it's right. When I'm not here any longer, they'll have to restructure what I do, which will be difficult, because maybe if I make 10 decisions, maybe we get 7 or 8 right. And when you start having a committee, you make 10 decisions and probably 9 are wrong.
You've got some beautiful art and bits and pieces.
If I see some good prints that I think are worth collecting and framing, and people that I admire, I collect things that I like, that I can afford.
Bit of Beatles going on there, made up of old records.
Yeah.
Did you ever meet him?
Fuck, did I do
Frank
that?
Sinatra. Yeah.
I met him when he was in London.
What do you do on this? An hour a day or something?
Hour a year. Not for me, those things.
Now we've got this situation where Liberty Media have bought some shares, and by the end of the first quarter 2017, look like they're going to be in control of Formula One. Is that how you see it going?
Well, that's how it's looking at the moment, yeah.
So what does that mean for
I
you?
have no idea how to do
It
this thing.
means
I'm
that
saying,
we'll
what do
have,
you want me to
well,
do, bro?
it depends what and how they want to run the company. They will own the company and have control of the company, which is what CVC have had for 10 years. If they want to change it, obviously they can.
Do you think they will? Do you think you'll be in Formula One through 2017 and long beyond?
I have no idea. No idea.
And what can you do to affect that, to control that?
I'm not going to try.
So it's a question of whether, if they see your value, if they realise your negotiating skills, your contact list.
That's more important. You know, I do deals with people with handshakes throughout the world, and people are happy with that. I'm happy with that.
My word is my bond. Is that absolutely today?
100%.
And you've got these 2 lovely owls around here. Are they your pets or something?
So not so much mine as Fabiana loves this.
You don't need a glove?
I probably need one. I haven't got one.
Who's the wisest of you two? One day you're not going to be in Formula One. That's just inevitable. Although you say you're never going to die, but somebody's going to have to pick it up and run with it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you sort of think, look, here's my baby, look after it.
I hope that's what
I've given
happens.
my life to it.
Absolutely.
Or do you think, I tell you what, I hope it just blows up because I've.
No. I hope I'm still around, and I can see a massive amount of improvements.
Are you proud of what you've achieved in F1?
Yeah. Well, I think they're proud, satisfied.
Why not proud?
Because that's what I'm supposed to do.
This is Racing Bull's multi-million-dollar simulator in Faenza, Italy, and it's so accurate that after Friday practice on the real track, they'll test setup changes here virtually that would be impossible on the track. And if the sim says it's faster, those changes go straight onto the real car for Saturday. The engineering behind it is absolutely wild. So in this video, I'm going to go deep on how these simulators actually work, why teams trust them enough to bet race results on them, and of course, I'm going to drive it and see how close I can get to their drivers' lap times. So the sim sits on these 6 massive pistons, and on top, there's basically a real F1 cockpit surrounded by screens. But what's happening with those pistons underneath? Well, it's actually pretty simple.
So basically there are 6 pistons that are moving and
getting longer and shorter, and all this motion is synchronized to give to the actual chassis all the motion, so the roll, the pitch, and all the feeling of the acceleration.
That's Alessandro Polly, simulation and modelling.
Fuck if I do that again, I'm gonna motherfucking break something.
Now, there are limitations.
God damn it!
Sims. While this simulator definitely moves.
Fucking goddamn, bro! I don't understand what I'm doing that for.
Well, there's just no way.
Fuck!
Of course, the simulator is moving, but not as much as a real car is. So, actually, the lateral and longitudinal acceleration are sometimes limited, at least in duration.
Fucking goddamn, bro! It's only my fucking wedges. I mean, fuck!
You should need the
Fucking cunt!
and but also all the vertical motion, and especially the yaw, which is the actual rotation of the car, so you can perceive how, if you are like oversteering or understeering, you feel it.
So basically, you get that initial hit when you brake or turn in. That's really important feedback to the driver. But the sim can't sustain proper racing
Fuck.
G. To do that, you'd need an
Just
actual
fucking
full-size
lovely,
track.
dude. I mean,
Which
should be
would
putting
obviously
fucking
make
eagle. What am I
sense.
doing?
But
Putting
the
fucking
efficient
birdie
cue,
because
the
why?
yaw and the rotation
Well,
gives
you
the driver
retarded.
that extra bit of information you don't get in a static simulator. And it's not just the motion the team is obsessing over. They're trying to replicate absolutely everything.
So we work with the steering effort, the pedal stiffness, to give to the driver the actual feeling of the real car, because of course they are doing more or less how many laps that they are doing on track, also at the simulator. So it's very important that they also get used to that kind of effort, that kind of feeling, also to arrive on track and be as well.
I tell you what, dude, I don't
Which
like this
makes
fucking
perfect
course.
sense. The feeling of the car,
Shit.
the weight in the steering
I don't
wheel.
know why when they get these courses, they want to like fucking just like regurgitate.
And there's
it, bro.
nothing better to do that than these simulators. Then Alessandro showed me the steering wheel itself.
So here you have the clutch. They are basically the same. This is for changing gears, and this is the DRS. You will have a beep and also a green light here, and those are the toggles. So this one, this is the push toggle, this is the pull toggle, are doing a combination of diff and brake shape stuff.
There are a lot of buttons, but Alessandro explained to me that most of the basic balancing tools, like the brake and the differential settings, were fairly simple. Still, it seemed pretty complicated. But to be fair, when racing, the drivers are in constant communication with the engineers, who a lot of the time are the translator from what the driver is feeling through to what changes they need to make through the steering wheel. And that's one of the reasons the team love the sim. It gives them plenty of time to practice these changes, and for the engineers and driver to feel what the changes actually do. Now, simulators weren't
Are
always
you
this
goddamn
simple.
kidding me, Ryan?
Up until the mid-2000s.
No, you're not kidding me, because you know why? You're a motherfucking retard, that's why.
Test drivers, and they'd be out on track constantly, spending tens of millions a year on track time. But then in 2009, in-season testing was banned completely, and through the 2010s, testing got limited to just a handful of official days. So simulators have helped to fill this gap, and they're now used an incredible amount through the entire process of making
Fucking this goddamn game.
fast.
So we
Next time I hit that, it'll go fucking over the green.
are under development.
Motherfucker, bro.
They have been in CFD in the wind
6
tunnel,
fucking yards, no fucking way. It's motherfucking 5 yards to my motherfucking screen.
of this component that actually will run in the car, or we expect that to perform like that.
Let me see this. This is what I don't understand.
We start with the offline simulation without the driver, and then
No
in
fucking
last
way.
chance we will
That's
start the
easy
process
gonna go
with
8,
the driver
9 yards.
to try to understand
Easy
how
fucking 9 yards
it's
worth of
going to
carry.
react to the
Just tell you, man.
car and how
This motherfucker does not read shit right.
the setup of the car should adapt to this new component.
Motherfucker, man. And I think that's the thing. I mean, fuck.
Offline simulation. That's basically computers simulating.
If it's just spitting out the numbers it wants to spit out, how the fuck are you supposed to play it?
Different set of combinations and spit out data about downforce, cornering speed,
Hate this
and lap
fucking
time.
game,
But
bro.
there
I'm so
is
sick
the
of
problem.
shit.
A computer can drive a car that
I
a
say it
human
every fucking
absolutely
time, and I
cannot.
keep coming
And if
back
the driver
to
can't
goddamn
actually drive
crackhead.
the car quickly, well, all that theoretical performance is completely useless. So that's when they bring the driver in the loop into the simulator
Fuck,
to
man.
feel how it actually behaves. And to me, this is just incredible. These simulators are now so accurate they can predict how a car will feel to drive. And it's not just about testing new cars, they're also using the sim to prepare drivers, especially rookies.
Sometimes when we got like rookie drivers, for example Isaac this year, there are many tracks where he never raced
Fucking
because he
useless.
did F2. Some extra European tracks are new for him.
As Andrew told me, they're
I hate my
focusing
swing.
on all
I
sorts of
fucking
tools the
hate
driver
my
has.
motherfucking
For example,
swing.
brake balance or differential settings, so the driver knows what difference each change makes during qualifying or the race. Now, teams
really
also
hate my
have
swing.
dedicated sim drivers working alongside the racing drivers. However, there's a potential problem here. Driving styles can vary significantly
when I just fucking
drivers.
clicked.
So how do you set up a car for a sim driver that will actually work for Hajar or Lawson?
Is very difficult to let's say subtract from the equation the human part and the habits of the drivers in the simulator. That's why we work a lot on the correlations. Also with our sim drivers, we push them to do exactly what the drivers on track were doing.
So they basically coach the sim drivers intensely, showing them onboard footage, teaching exact braking shapes, gear choices and racing lines to match what the real racing drivers actually do. And probably most importantly, the team is using the simulator during an actual race weekend to develop setup changes in real time.
That's why also
Okay,
we
here
have
we
the simulator on Friday of the race weekends. So after the FPs, we do the correlation. So we try to put the simulator world as close as possible to the track condition and try to predict how will be and try some setup changes that would not be possible to try on track and see if they would bring or not performance.
The teams will use the setup from FP1 in the simulator, match it to track conditions, then test setup changes they could never try with limited track time. If the sim shows that it's faster, those changes go straight onto the real car for FP2. However, getting the correlation between the sim and the real track is incredibly difficult.
This is the most difficult part of at least my job. We are working for the correlation almost every day. Let's say the performance assessment of all the components is quite difficult to extract exactly what is on track, because sometimes the data are noisy and also the parameterization for the virtual world is not so straightforward.
You're trying to match a circuit that's constantly changing. Track temperature, rubber building up, conditions evolving with a virtual world. The data from the real car can be messy, and translating that data into the simulator is far from straightforward. Now, it will never be absolutely perfect, but for the teams to be using the simulators in this way, we have to expect they are very, very close. So then it was my turn to get in the sim. But first, I needed to sort out the essentials, like borrowing a balaclava. I might get some talent from this. Right, it was time to get comfortable in the cockpit.
So this is the standard one, the comfortable one, but we have also the shell for like Ajar and Yuki, but they are quite smaller. I think this is, yeah.
Now, being the ex-pro driver that I am, I immediately started making excuses.
I don't want to start with the excuses already, but I've never raced on this circuit. So,
I think that's
just
some bits of
consider
speed.
that,
That's
okay?
But then it was time to get going.
Radio check, radio check.
Loud and clear. Okay, so we are ready to go.
The first thing that hits you is just how much grip these modern F1 cars have. I've driven F1 cars before, but nothing newer than about 10 years old. And this current generation is in a completely different league. The cornering speeds you carry are just incredible. But what really impressed me was braking. Now, everyone talks about how late you can brake in a modern F1 car, and that's absolutely true. But what they don't tell you is how difficult that makes everything else. The braking zones of the Red Bull Ring are so short that I was genuinely struggling to get down through the gears quick enough. You're going from 8th gear to 2nd gear in about 90 meters. 6 gear changes in a really short period of time. And then there's the trail braking. Normally you'd have this phase where you're gradually releasing the brake pressure as you turn into the corner, balancing the car's weight distribution. But the entry speeds are so high and the braking distance is so short that you have to compress all of that trail braking into a tiny amount of time. Now, I did about 10 laps chasing the reference time of a 1.0, and the engineers were giving me feedback all along the way. And predictably, most of it was about the brakes.
Of course, you brake a bit earlier, and also the peak pressure is still too low, but overall is really nice.
And when I climbed out, I'd realised that I'd forgotten to talk very much at all. And that I'd gone straight into race mode. It was a good race, I had a good start, the tyres went off. Joking. But the
Dude,
sim
I
was amazing.
swear to
You
fucking
can
God,
feel
I
everything
don't
in there.
like this fucking game.
You can
I
feel
don't
the
understand
vibration in the
how every fucking time
The sim's
this
so
game
realistic.
is gonna, when you hit a bad, it's always
Doesn't
gonna
even think that
be
I
on
can
top of
do it.
knolls, hit cart paths, get behind trees, hit and bounce backwards on the dude, it's supposed to be fucking firm and shit bounces.
Had loads of fun in the
I mean,
Suddenly,
fuck you, man.
my driving.
I hate this fucking game, bro.
Seconds off the pace. When you're
I
driving
hate
like
this
this,
fucking game the way it is. I don't fucking like it.
then extracting everything.
I mean, that makes no sense right there.
Crucial phase between braking and turning into the corner.
Fucking
The
goddamn,
needs
dude. Y'all need to go back to the fucking drawing boards.
too conservative. I was braking a bit too early. And when you slow the car down too early, you end up waiting for the corner to come to you. All of which means you're
Motherfucker.
wasting time. And because you haven't arrived at the corner at the right speed, the car's pitch and weight distribution aren't correct when you turn in. Everything becomes a bit disconnected. So it was time to look at the data with Alessandro.
So yeah, basically the red is power reference.
Just doing what I do. Go fucking goddamn fucking motherfucking guy. Fucking 4 birdies in a row. Then this motherfucker. Oh goddamn, bro. This guy needs to fucking goddamn lose fucking golf clubs. Stop playing. Cause you're fucking awful.
Speed race,
You're goddamn fucking awful. That's the only thing I can tell you. You're fucking awful.
making something like
I mean, goddamn. 100 fucking yard shot!
which is fine.
And you goddamn, these fucking wedges, bro. I can't hit them.
A bit more pressure and the release faster. That's why you tend to go a bit
Damn, I'm
wide
so over this shit.
and have a bit of understeer.
But what caught my attention was something else on the data trace. This shape is really...
I mean, what the fuck's the matter, bro?
the-
Goddamn, you fucking start out good and you get these shit.
And
I mean,
this is because we can.
there you go. I mean, look at this fucking
we can
goddamn
play
thing.
with the-
Now roll out, watch it roll out. Watch it just go out! So I got to put again!
to get
Fuck y'all! And these motherfucking calculations.
break-by-wire system isn't just about blending the
Watch how many times the fucking ball does that shit.
helping with the
Watch how many fucking times the goddamn ball goes out right there.
So basically,
It's fucking disgusting.
break later, go quicker,
So fucking obvious what y'all do. Goddamn, bro.
do everything better. But honestly, I was pretty happy with what
Motherfucker.
especially considering I was learning both the car and the
Fuck this goddamn game.
is the gear.
That's how I fucking feel. Fuck this shit.
This is third gear. You're using one gear.
God damn, bro. I can't fucking stand it, man.
Now, the gear selection was quite interesting.
Fucking a downhill shot. I can't even get it to the fuck. Oh, goddamn.
Some of the corners.
Oh, you
These
are
cars
fucking
so
bitch.
much torque from the battery power that when you use a higher gear, it's
fucking
bit easier
bitch.
to manage. The revs don't spike quite as aggressively, which means you have less chance of wheel spin when you're still getting used to the car. So there might be a tiny bit of time there, but probably not that much. I also thought I discovered some free lap time. I did my
Can't even
fastest
think
lap
straight.
right
There you go.
at
Get it out of
the
bounds.
session on lap 10.
Great job.
In my mind,
Great job. I can't play this game, bro. I'm not set up for it. 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 I'm just not set up to play it. Because this motherfucker won't work. Because goddamn, my brain will not fucking goddamn let me fucking goddamn play it.
that was annoying.
Just won't.
With my new insights, it was time for the second session. But before I see if I can improve my time, I want to tell you about something most fans will never own.
It just will not let me fucking play. It just won't, bro.
Championship winning Benetton, and then place the carbon fiber in an amazing wallet.
I'm not mentally fucking strong enough. I'm just not. I'm not fucking goddamn capable of fucking goddamn playing this fucking game.
The first batch sold out in 3 days, and we only have 30.
I was meant to fucking play football and fuck your ass up. That's what I was fucking, not this fucking shit. Shit, I'm too mental to play this.
2022 Ferrari. For that, you can join the waitlist now. All links are below.
Too mental. Watch this fucking goddamn shit.
So I jumped back in, and again, I have to apologise for not talking too much during this session. I was so focused on driving and trying to remember everything.
Watch it go right. Watch this. Watch this. What did I tell y'all? Watch this shit. Watch it go out. Watch. I'm telling you, I've never been so fucking consistent with some shit like this. No matter what I do. It's gonna go out the fucking deal.
The first thing to work on was getting that brake.
Fucking insane.
And once I managed that, the braking actually felt pretty good. Then it was about moving that braking point later and later, closer to the corner. Now, of course, braking later sounds like an obvious thing to do, but it has more consequences, as I mentioned earlier.
I just can't fucking stay fucking in there. I can't. This game fucking drives me fucking nuts.
It's normal for the human brain to be heading into a corner at 200 miles an hour, or really doing anything at 200 miles an hour. But rationally, you know that you can go later. So it is constant back and forth.
4 under 4. And then what does this guy do? Fucking comes back and fucking shits on himself. That's what he does. That's what this guy does.
Which means that you can turn it in later, which opens.
That's all this guy is. This guy's a fucking bitch. That's what this motherfucker is. He's a fucking bitch.
Times, particularly in turn 6. Now turn 6 doesn't really look that difficult when you
mentally fucking challenged.
It's genuinely challenging. It's a fast corner with only a gentle
mentally fucking challenged.
When you turn in.
As soon as something goes bad, he just can't fucking hold it together. Fucking bitch.
Also begins to go downhill. So what this means is, as you're trail braking into the corner, the window where the car is well balanced is incredibly small. So when you're trailing the brakes into the corner too much, it was holding the nose down, and combined with it going downhill and not being able to see the apex, I'd get some oversteer, and sometimes I'd span.
There you go.
In the middle
Keep
of the
going.
session, I had 3 or 4 laps.
There you go. I mean, yeah, like this. That's why it puts me on tilt. It's like that. That ball is got bouncing this way. Oh no, we gotta go out of bounds. We gotta go to the right to get in the hazard. We can't. I mean, we gotta go do that.
During the actual qualifying session.
We got to get over here and get in the fucking goddamn fucking bullshit. So that's why I don't like the game. It's just fucking bullshit. Balls don't fucking Mickey Mouse. Don't hit like it hit a fucking rock to go back to the right.
Which I never got.
Fucking bullshit. Fucking whoever y'all need to fucking figure that shit out. You fucking need right.
Corner, which helps the car to turn in. And
Fuck
what
this
really
shit.
impressed me from a driving perspective is that there's so much happening on the lap that to even have the mental capacity to think about making those changes is one thing, but then actually making the changes, that just shows how much bandwidth these drivers actually have. Of course, the bandwidth it was taking me just to drive the car in the simulator was much higher than it would be for Agile or Wilson. But as you get used to it, driving the car becomes second
Fucking
nature,
comical
and then you
city.
get the mental capacity to actually make the changes you need. So I can really see why these simulators are so valuable
It
to
just ruins my
drivers.
fucking night
It's
every time I
essentially
play this
free
shit.
testing, which from a wider perspective
Just fucking
might be
ruins
a
my
really good
fucking
thing
night.
for motorsport. Now, obviously these simulators are very expensive, and most people can't afford to buy them. But home simulators are only getting better and cheaper. The technology is constantly improving, and I expect in the future there'll be a
Okay.
point in time
Yes,
when
sir.
it's well.
Yes, it's not gonna fucking goddamn. We're not gonna fucking.
This is going to allow more people to get into motorsport.
Only gonna. I mean, let me put the motherfucker the other way, and the some bitch would goddamn.
Highest level
That's fucking what I'm saying.
a year. And
If I'd have clicked it one time in, the some bitch would have snapped.
in 10 years from now, it may be that simulators are used as a tool that is indistinguishable from real racing. Then motorsport
Just
might become
overplaying it.
more like football or tennis. you can just spend the hours practicing for free to try to become great. And world-class training is becoming
I think I can get it there.
too, with tools like Trophy.ai, a virtual racing coach that's been trained with over 50 million laps. The lines between simulation and reality are definitely blurring. So thank you so much to Racing Balls for having me. It was an awesome experience. And if you enjoyed this, I actually went to the factory where they make the Ferrari F1 simulator, and I go much deeper into how these things
See, it's shit like that.
behind the
I mean,
motor.
it's not going fucking goddamn. It's a driver. It's not going fucking old flare and then roll back. Oh, man, fuck this shit. You motherfuckers got it figured out. Y'all fucking calculations are fucking dumb. Dumb.
I've spoken about it before.
Dumb. Do you want to see it? Let's watch this shit. Let's watch it.
To understand exactly
Let's watch this shit.
how did it. And it's crazy stuff. It's almost a real life version of my
Take a look at this shit. Let's go.
from a few weeks ago. They took their
We're gonna watch this. Watch this son of a bitch. We're gonna watch this. Okay. Go hit and what is that, gang? Gonna backspin?
Let me explain how
Dude,
Porsche
get the
engineers
fuck out of here!
developed a car that goes through a rouge.
I can't fucking goddamn deal with y'all shit, bro.
I've been
It's
through a rouge.
fucking bullshit. Oh, fucking bullshit.
So let's briefly run through the records of this car before we get into the engineering tricks they used to make it go faster. The biggest record and the main target for Porsche was the Nürburgring Nordschleife lap record. It had stood for 35 years and was held by another Porsche, the 956 Group C car, driven by Stefan Bellof.
All eyes are on the Porsche's latest recruit, the
What was
Bellof,
that?
who had stunned the motor racing world with an incredible pole position time at the previous round at Silverstone.
This was a legendary lap in
What the fuck was that?
Those Group C cars were also legendary. Group C was a playground for development in motorsport, allowing engineers lots of freedom with aerodynamics, materials.
I don't even know what the fuck that was.
Including turbocharging.
Going fast, up towards the start-finish line, number 2, Prince Porsche, with an incredible time of 6
Fucking
minutes,
dumbass
11.13
bullshit.
seconds.
And Group C produced some of our favourite cars. This Porsche 956, the Sauber Mercedes C9, the Jaguar XJR series, and the Mazda 787B. Absolutely beautiful work.
so bad.
But sadly, Bellof died just 2 years after breaking the Nürburgring record, while again driving a 956, though this time at Spa. The next record the team broke was just before the Nordschleife record in 2018. Actually, while preparing for that record at Spa, Neil Yarni completed a lap in a 1 minute
Got wind in your face,
41.7,
gang.
beating Lewis Hamilton's
Jesus
lap
Christ,
in
you're
the
wind in my
previous year in the Mercedes
face. Wind in my
7 by 8
face.
tenths of a second.
Wind in my
However,
face. I mean, that's what I want. I mean,
with Vettel in a Ferrari.
that shit. I mean, that wind is pointless, unless it wants it for it.
1 minute 41.2. So yeah, F1.
The only time wind matters is when it's for the game.
Match. And remember that these were the fastest F1 cars that we've ever seen. And Porsche time is still quicker than the current crop of F1 cars. So it does hold up pretty well. Then in September 2018, the team took the car to the awesome circuit that is Laguna Seca, and again unofficially broke the lap record. This lap record had been held since the year 2000 by a monstrous kart car driven by Helio Castroneves. By the way, these kart cars were awesome. 900 horsepower V8s running on methanol. Yes, the same methanol but burns without a flame. And just look at the racing. Proper cars, proper tracks, and no power steering. I absolutely love it. So, Helio had set a time of a 1 minute 7.7 during qualifying, and Porsche then smashed through that 18 years later with a 1 minute 5.7. But look, there was one circuit they went to and did that record. And I promise, this is the last
Fuck,
time.
man, this game just makes
But
it just brings out
go
the
to
worst
the
in
patch
me.
and not break the record set by yours truly. I'm stopping it, that's it, no more. So, to be fair to Porsche, they did have to limit something on the car, which we're going to reveal later on. And that just seriously hindered their chances of the record. Without that, they probably would have beaten time, probably. So, let's move on. This is Stephen Mittas. He was chief race engineer for the Porsche NLU team, the team that won Le Mans 3 years in a row, and who was then the technical project lead for the 919 Evo. This wild experiment. I spoke to him on the 561 podcast and this was one of my
Wish I
favourite
could, but I
interviews,
just
because what
fucking, I don't,
Porsche
I
allowed
just
him
fucking
and his
can't play.
team to do was every engineer's dream. Make a car go as fast as you can without any rules. The only thing limiting them was creativity, structural integrity, and of course, some kind of budget. So, where does a crazy project like this start? And how on earth do you convince a large automotive manufacturer that it's a good
And
idea?
watch the win. See what I'm saying? Now the win matters. Now the win matters. Now the win now the win's gonna matter. Now the win matters. Now it matters. Last time it don't matter. This time it does. Uphill. It's uphill.
Of the LMP project, and incredibly,
It's uphill, and I hit it 114,
go for it, guys. However,
and it goes 119.
a very small budget and less than a year to get the job done. An incredibly small amount of time to get this thing working. And
Help me understand.
in September 2017, where the team only had the car from that season and an idea to produce a no rules.
While ago, when didn't matter when I needed it to. This time uphill,
Then through
I go fucking further.
2018, the team continued testing
I
using
can't
the
fucking
Porsche
with this
proving
goddamn
ground.
fucking ass game, bro.
Now, it's worth noting that the proving ground is
It was so bad. It was bad. It was
It's
bad. It was bad.
race car. It's quite twisty and
Sorry, bad. Not even fucking.
error data.
It's not legitimate.
Then
Not
in
even
April,
close.
the team did a 3-day test at Spa,
Not even
during
fucking
which
close.
They broke the unofficial lap record. Then they moved to the Nürburgring for a test before
Uphill.
the final lap
Yeah,
record
uphill.
attempt in June. There are a few things that are impressive here. First, the team managed to turn things around very quickly, and I suppose that's not entirely surprising.
Oh my
These teams
God.
are used to rapid development, as we see in F1, but also just the lack of test training. They basically tested the twisty road car proving ground, did a few days at Spa,
Holy
and a
fuck.
final test at the Nürburgring. That's not very many miles.
Ah,
That might be enough if you're making a few tweaks to the
fucking
car.
break.
These guys were making fundamental changes to the Porsche, pushing it way further than ever before. So where on earth do you begin with a project like this? How do you even start thinking about it? Well, Stephen's idea was to focus on the easier wins and stay away from the potential problems.
And try to at least understand
There.
which ones were the low-hanging fruit, which ones were worth the risk, and which ones we possibly couldn't get done in the time and with the financial constraints we had.
And that makes sense. When you have such little time and a limited budget, you need to lower the risk of things not working out. But it's not just about adding as much power and grip as possible. Doing a sub 6-minute lap at the Nürburgring is no joke. To do that, you have to go fast. As we know, if things go wrong at the Nürburgring, the consequences
Just
can
get
be
over it,
dire.
Spencer.
But remember,
Get
things
over
like the monocoque and the
That,
safety...
see, that's what it's supposed to do. That's what it's supposed to do on the when you're hitting to the bunkers,
And they wanted to
like
do
you
that
just did a while ago. Instead of hitting with backspin coming back to the bunker, that's what it's supposed to do.
And so we were very aware of that, and monitoring that as we introduced the extra performance step by step.
So,
They didn't want to
back
have
to the
this
low-hanging
shit.
fruit. What was the first area that the team looked at? Well, the tyres. The parts that connect the car to the track. Make them wider, make them stickier, and you'll have a car that brakes, turns, and accelerates faster. Now, I've seen comments on this channel that say a tyre's width doesn't affect the grip, but that just isn't right with race car tyres. To a point, you simply want wider tyres made of the softest compound. That will give you the most grip. But if you make wider tyres, you need to make wider wheels. And that's where the team ran into their first problem. It was going to take the wheel manufacturer 12 months to produce wider tyres, by which time the deadline set by the Porsche board
Oh,
would be
I
over.
can't believe it actually did exactly what I wanted.
In the end, the team used tyres that looked exactly like the LMP1 tyres that they'd used at Le Mans. The construction of the tyres, how it was made, its materials, its structure and design,
What's
was
this
the
son
same
bitch
as
gonna
the
do
race
here?
tyre, but the compound was different.
The compound was a very soft, special compound for emission
What's
engines.
this son of a bitch gonna
Really
do?
something
This is really
similar
important,
philosophy to
sir.
F1 quality.
And while the compound was an improvement,
Man,
the
I
tyres
don't know what to
construction
do
was
on that
actually
foot.
a weak point. Stephen told me they were aiming to add 50% performance to the car. Now, of course, that doesn't half the lap time, but it is a massive boost in the load going through the car. Just imagine all that extra...
I feel like it's the right thing, but watch this son bitch right here, how it snaps as soon as I hit it.
Monocoque, the suspension, and finally into the tyres. Then think about the tyres themselves. The sidewall gets squashed every time it comes around to the contact patch, and if the construction of the tyre is not as strong, this sidewall will get squashed even more. And that's just on the straights. You can imagine what happens when going around
Do
the
that
corners
again.
at even higher speeds. And so having tyres that aren't designed for these
Don't want to do that again.
is a concern.
We needed to increase the pressures so we can ensure the basic structural integrity of the tyres were maintained. And on the Nordschleifer, we ended up with 3 bar tyre pressure.
3 bar, that's 44 psi. Way more than race cars like to run, and even quite a lot more than you can have in a road car. And the simple
Fucking them
principle
damn
here
two
is that
holes.
adds so much pressure to the tyre that it can hold itself up when under these massive loads. And while this allows the car to run more aero and be faster through the quicker corners, a high tyre pressure like this really doesn't help with mechanical grip, which is what I mentioned earlier about my lap record at Brands Hatch. The Brands Hatch Indy circuit is short, and as race circuits go, pretty twisty. It only has 2 corners where the aerodynamics really work, but it has way more mechanical corners, which are second and third gear corners that aren't really fast enough to generate significant downforce. And so, with a circuit more sensitive to mechanical grip, the overinflated tyres on the Porsche would go into struggle. Well, that's their excuse.
I hate when I have to fucking play a game like this. I can't stand this. I can't fucking stand not seeing.
Obviously, the next thing to do is weight, aero, power.
3 things all drivers and engineers
And I have no
want.
idea how
Less
to
weight,
like.
more grip, and more power. So let's take a look at the genius engineering that Porsche carried out on each area of the car.
Why does this
The
game
powertrain,
fucking thing
the
not
aero,
fucking
including
work
some
now?
moving parts, the suspension, adding lightness, and braking and stability controls. But before we get into the incredible
This is a
engineering
really
of the
important
919
game.
Evo, I need to tell you about today's sponsor, Brilliant. They're the best way to learn about engineering, data analysis, and so much more. And learning these topics doesn't cost thousands or take years of schooling. It's free and easy. Brilliant. Whatever your skill level, their content is customized to fit your needs and lets you solve at your own pace with their bite-sized lessons. I've enjoyed the case study on electric cars in the data analysis course. In this lesson, I was able to work with real sales and cost data of electric and gas-powered cars. But if that's not up your street, they have thousands of fun and interactive lessons covering basic to advanced topics. To try everything Brilliant offers free for a full 30 days, visit brilliant.org/drive.
It's not gonna be good.
On the link in the description. The first 200 of you will get 20.
I can't fucking see it again, dude. I don't.
Now, back to the video. Let's start with the powertrain.
I have no idea what to hit on the fucking keyboard.
V4 turbocharged hybrid system with a combined output of about 900 horsepower. But with no rules, the team were able to improve that pretty quickly. Now, they didn't have the time or money to swap the engine out entirely.
God,
So it was a case of improving what they already had. They needed to keep the existing V4 and the hybrid system. And it seems that that was relatively simple. In LMP1, there was a limit to how quickly you could flow fuel into the engine and how much of the battery power was able
I mean,
to
it's
be
just
used.
shit like
The
this. They
919
should.
Evo
Nobody
technology
wants to see it.
removes the fuel flow
Just
restriction,
like
remapped the
automatically,
system,
like just.
and then
I mean, who wants to
properly,
see
then
this?
removed the limit on the e-machine, the electric part of the powertrain. And this gained them a lot, with the Evo now producing 1160 horsepower. But of course, being engineers, they wanted to push things further.
There was a discussion at one point to put a bigger turbo on it, because obviously we were hungry for it, but that would have become complicated.
So again, because of time constraints and the complexity this would have added, the team didn't think the turbo was worthwhile. Okay, onto the aero. And this is where the team made some huge gains. The Evo created more peak downforce than the race car did in its highest downforce setting, but created less drag than the race car did at Le Mans. An incredible feat. The team developed a lot of the car using CFD and then took the car to the wind tunnel for a physical test. But again, the team ran into a problem.
And also, you need to
That hurt.
the top itself, because the car was
That
measuring
fucking hurt.
and there was a point where they said they couldn't have no downforce.
The tub or monocoque is at the core of the car's structure. It's where the driver sits and basically what the rest of the car is bolted to. All of the car's loads go through the tub. And the structural team at Porsche had to ask the aero team to stop creating more downforce. Otherwise the tub ran the risk of breaking. Not what you want when you're flat out at the Nürburgring, or anywhere really. So let's split the car up into the different aero sections. The front diffuser, the rear diffuser, the skirts, the aero, and the rear wing. And understand how they created tub-shattering downforce. The front diffuser was all new. The overhang compared to the original race car was much longer, which meant more downforce. And because there were no wheels to follow, the
Trees
diffuser
on my
was
shit
also
this
more
time.
aggressive. It was twice as tall as the original version, which is basically free downforce. And as we spoke about in our F1 with no rules video, this is an area for huge gains, as it's typically an area of huge restriction in racing regulations. As with the front diffuser, the team simply focused on making a longer and taller rear diffuser. And although simple, this is worth explaining. A longer and taller diffuser produces more downforce because it more efficiently accelerates the airflow under the car. This acceleration creates a lower pressure area beneath the car, enhancing downforce. Compared to a shorter diffuser, the longer path allows the air more time to expand and speed up, while the increased height provides a larger volume for the air to accelerate through, both of which create less pressure and so more downforce. But there's another problem with the original 919 floor. Thanks to the pesky regulations.
You said worried about everything else and you don't even get it there.
And creates downforce.
As I said, I'm just dumb. I'm fucking just stupid.
Meaning a reduction in
I mean, don't even get it there. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, Ryan. So that's way to really go for it, buddy.
Seal the side of the floor, so the air under the floor can more effectively suck it down. As you likely know, this was banned in F1 in 1981 for precisely the reason Porsche wanted to use it, because of how much it affects the cornering speed. It increases them a lot, but it wasn't that easy. The most effective type of skirt to use is one that floats or slides, and it's best explained if I show you what they came up with in F1. Take a look at this picture of the Lotus 79. The skirt is the part that runs along the bottom of the side pod, and in this case it moves down into the pod. This is because a car's ride height changes depending on whether it's cornering, braking or accelerating, and having the skirts float means that it's always sealed, and so is as effective as possible. But now take a look at the original 919. First you'll notice that aerodynamics are a long way into the gears, and you'll see that the side pods are very sculpted, so there's nowhere for a sliding skirt to slide into.
Packaging a sliding skirt in the side pods was pretty much impossible, so we had to get creative.
So Porsche needed a solution that could be bolted onto the edge of the floor and that didn't slide up and down. So if the skirt doesn't move, it must flex itself. The problem went to Porsche's material department, who came up with a number of solutions, and the team tested them to varying degrees of success. And although the skirts will make a huge difference to the
Okay.
if the challenge is
It's fucking hard, fucking firm, everything. And what you gonna do is hit, not move. God damn, dude. Y'all, you can't make this up. This game is fucking terrible. I mean, so now we're just gonna sit and just stop? It's not gonna do nothing, huh? Okay, game. You're right. Fucking, yo, this is a terrible game. This game is fucking awful. Sorry. Yo, fuck what y'all say. This game is fucking awful. Man, look at this motherfucker. Now this is just, keep going, game. Goddamn. Last one you won't fucking goddamn. Oh goddamn, I can't deal with this fucking game. I mean, look at this hill. Look at this hill where I just hit that ball at. So that ball's not gonna hit hill and come down.
Things can go wrong, and the drivers are very aware of that. Then at the
God damn, man.
to a carbon skirt that was and you can see that in these images. And when you compare the
Look at the hill, gang. Look at this hill. Look at this. Ball hit right there. You tell me it's not gonna hit and come down? Then I hit it, then it won't stop.
And while this solution wasn't
Fuck y'all.
they would have liked a sliding skirt. It was
Fuck y'all and you fucking goddamn horses you rode in on. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. This game is fucking chicken shit bullshit.
So before we get into the movie,
Fucking awful.
let's take a look at the
This game is fucking awful.
what genius solution
And I fucking play it.
come up with. Well,
Jesus Christ, give me something else to play. Fuck.
Was visually the biggest difference because it was set 30 minutes ago.
Fucking please.
now it's easy to understand how a wider and deeper wing adds downforce. But why exactly would it want to be further back? Well, as we spoke about with
Force
the
again. I don't
over
get
the rear
the
wing
fucking
operates
thing for the whole.
interacts a lot with
Oh,
the air
that's
from
so
the
bad.
floor. The air is
Oh, I
up
just
again
fucking can't
at the rear
stand my
of the car.
game.
So if you place the rear wing in just
So
the right
bad.
position, you
Just
can
get
use
there
the
in
speed
two.
of the
Then
air
what
to
do I
make
do?
the floor
I goddamn motherfucking can't. I mean,
lower pressure
Because like I said, from one lick to the next is so different. It just don't make any sense from one to the next.
Exceeded their goals. The load of the rear wing comes through this swan neck, which in turn goes onto the gearbox housing. But the rear wing was
Fucking
created
30 yards
so
from the
much
flag and I
damage,
can't
there
get
were worries around the strength of the gearbox. Again, you don't want that snapping when driving at 300 kilometers an hour at the Nürburgring.
The reason why we have
Go right now. Yeah, go right. Go ahead. Come on, let's go.
This is the thing about these wild cars and their development. It's
Damn, I'm so bad.
adding
Golf.
more power, more grip, and then strengthening
I'm
the car
so bad
it
at this
doesn't break.
fucking
Starting
game.
the cycle all over again. So onto the movable aero bit. And it's
I don't even want to
actually
hit
quite
this
simple.
because I already
The rear
know
wing
what's about to fucking happen
opened
here.
up just like DRS in F1 to shed drag at the rear. And
Just
that's
don't
great.
have the
but there
confidence
is
I
a
can hit
problem
this
with it.
shot.
DRS system on the rear wing, which removes the air balance fold, which means that you can only really use it in a straight line.
So, drag and grip removed from the rear means more grip to the front. And that's all well and good when there's no turning to do. But not so good when you're
No,
driving
I
over
fucking
the
knew it.
bridge.
I know what's gonna happen because God, that's all I do with this fucking club.
Needed to rebalance the car. And so they did that by adding a movable part to the front diffuser. At high speeds,
I don't
the
understand.
front edge of the front diffuser would lower to reduce drag and downforce. So this, along with the rear wing DRS, was known as the low downforce mode. So in reality, it still produced more downforce than the original 919 race car.
I mean, how is that gonna stop?
Which is just incredible.
That's
It
what
meant
I don't
qualified
understand.
for
How is that gonna stop in the rough? I mean, you know what I'm saying? That's
And to get a sense of how quick it was, just watch this.
oh my God.
And the added benefit of low downforce mode was that it gave the tyres a relative brake when going down the straights. Remember from earlier, the tyres are going through a huge amount of strain. And this system meant there's a little less load squashing the tyres down the straights. And so, with the aerodynamics sorted, there's not too much left. Add a pinch of lightness, some genius suspension tricks, and complicated driver aids, and the team would be good to go. By the way, if you'd like to drive an F1 car on an F1 circuit, enter our competition for an all-expenses paid trip to drive an F4 car and an F1 car at Paul Ricard, with coaching from me. Entries close this Sunday at midnight, link in the description below.
Too many chances.
Next, the team
Too many
managed to save
chances,
about
too
50
many
kilograms
fucking
of
chances,
weight.
too
They
many
actually
chances,
managed
too
to
many
lift a bit more
chances,
than
and
that,
you
but
just
some of the new body parts were larger
fucking
and
just
stronger, which meant that some of the lightness was actually removed.
had
I think
too many
the team
opportunities
removed the
and
side
you
mirrors
just
as there was no competition to
fucking
defend against,
wasted.
and the headlights and tail lights were also removed, as this was a daytime only car. There was also a marshalling system that the race car ran, which was telemetry and an ECU for the FIA to monitor what Porsche were up to, which was also removed. And finally, the driver cooling equipment was taken out, as engineers generally care more about a tenth of a second than driver comfort. And I'm only half joking here.
Oh, I knew it. I knew I was gonna go over the top. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew what I was gonna do.
The 919 race.
I wasn't gonna let myself go fucking goddamn right, and I knew that was coming. I knew it. Knew it.
So high that the current system couldn't do it.
And it's these details that you might not think about with such a cool project. The previous car was built for a defined amount of power and downforce, and increasing power and grip is just part of the project. You then need to have the rest of the car be able to survive with those loads. Anyway, the engineers at Porsche solved the problem by adding an extra power steering pump to add power to the system while remaining reliable. And there was trickery going on with the braking system too.
That motherfucker wanted to fuck me so bad, it couldn't stand it, bro. This game was fucking dying to fucking stick it in my ass. It fucking was just like begging to fucking get my ass. Oh, God, I hate this game.
Particularly at the Nürburgring. This braking system meant that each tyre would have something like ABS.
And I hit everything, and I don't even understand why.
Rotating compared to the car's speed, the system would lower the amount of braking to that tyre. And this helps on normal circuits like Spa.
I get into every fucking event, and I'm like, wow.
Like the Nordschleife,
Wow.
where a traditional non-assisted setup would mean it would be easy to lock a tyre. This system would take care of that, meaning shorter braking zones, but also...
I mean, like that. Are you kidding me?
allowing them to
Are you kidding me? It's not gonna fucking go in. Are you fucking kidding me? No, I'm not kidding you, Ryan. Because goddamn, that's just how this game fucking works. Because it's not gonna go in right there. Really? It's not gonna go in?
The original race car was already allowed to run front to rear.
I mean, shit, bro. And my favorite thing to say, and people fucking goddamn make every fucking shit. I mean, I don't make it hit the dead center, don't go in.
That runs close to the ground. This is important. You don't want the gap to the ground changing too much, as it will change the overall grip and balance of the car. And this special suspension also allowed the Evo to keep itself off the ground. With all that extra downforce, if it didn't have this type of suspension, the car would have buried itself into the track at high speed. Of course, this will cause issues with the aerodynamics, but also in just wearing the bottom of the car away. The really interesting thing is that the Evo team released a device that allowed them
You see what I'm saying? Now you got, I mean, a while ago you hit whatever, man.
ones in the 90s, but they
Y'all can fucking stick this game up your ass. That game is fucking just fucking retarded.
This meant
I mean, a while ago you hit and you fucking won't get off the fucking side hill.
For example, when coming out of the corner, the weight of the car moves to the rear and away from the front. But with this system, it was possible to control when and how much the front of the car was rising up, allowing them to manipulate the pitch of the car throughout the corner. Very clever stuff. This project was extraordinary, and I'm so happy that Porsche said yes to putting the resources into it. I can tell from talking to Stephen, it's one of the and he's been involved in a lot. And I think that sums it up perfectly. I also asked the ex-head of aerodynamics at Ferrari how he'd design an F1 car if there were no rules. You can see that here. Thanks for watching, and please consider subscribing.
Le Mans. The name stirs the heart of every race fan, car enthusiast, and serious driver. The oldest endurance race in the world.
Now
One
watch
of the
this
most
roll out.
grueling and rigorous driving challenges ever conceived.
The first time on that circuit going down the straight, I felt like I was on a rocket ship.
Area right
One
there.
third of racing's Triple Crown,
Ended it for me.
alongside the Monaco Grand Prix and the Indy 500.
Is this visceral connection of driver and car.
24 hours through the dark of night.
I just ended it for me. Just any hope I had, just
Le Mans is the race
ended
to
my
win.
life.
That's the race.
It's not just a test of the car. It's a test of the driver.
You know, a cool thing about Le Mans, radio tires, headlights, windshield wipers all came out of this race. We've got this race, it's in our pocket, and the water temperature started to creep up. You can see the lead going, you can see the race going, you can see everything everybody's worked for a year just going up in smoke.
This contest is as much about reliability and tenacity as it is about speed. But make no mistake, it is about speed.
I just drove it completely stupidly as fast as I could.
Oh,
246, and I don't think anybody's ever been quicker.
Every year, hundreds of thousands of fans line the roads of the small town of Le Mans in northern France. It's a race filled with beauty. A parade of headlights illuminating the night sky gives way to the morning's first light on the circuit. The cry of engines and the spray cutting through the storms.
dead.
The faces of exhausted
Motherfucking
engineers. The raw emotion of exhausted drivers.
It is without doubt one of the most special memories any driver can have, being on a Le Mans podium.
But every struggle and drama goes hand in hand with the beauty. Every moment has the potential to destroy aspirations and ambitions of manufacturers, teams, fans, and even countries. This shot at victory always one setback away from
What
the
happens when
vibrating
you
into
just
the
fucking
midnight air.
lose focus? This is just a fucking mind fuck. Not to mention, I don't run this fucking golf course. Just don't fucking like it the first time I played it. Don't like it this time I
The
played
moment
it.
the French flag
And
dropped
yeah, I
to
shot
open the
good on
inaugural
it.
race in 1923, the battle was on. The triumphs, the heartbreaks, the rivalries born that day lasted a century. The early days of the race are almost unrecognizable compared to the modern event. From the gravel and tar roads to the famed Le Mans start that lasted until 1970. Even the circuit itself has evolved countless times over the ensuing decades. In the first race, the French army held up lanterns to illuminate corners in the middle of the night, and breakdowns meant some drivers had to run on foot back to the pits.
I mean, if I put it in the hole, it breaks. If I pull it out, it don't break.
Race drivers who
It just don't matter. I mean, it's like the game is fucking dyslexic, man. It don't matter.
consecutive wins.
Snap, fucking goddamn. If I put it in the hole, goddamn, pull it in the hole, it don't fucking break.
When the race
Cat!
Ferrari and
Fuck, I
Jaguar
hate this fucking
both took
game,
home their
bro.
first titles
Goddamn, I
in
really
the
hate
early
this
50s.
fucking game.
But one manufacturer would become the most
Really
associated
fucking
with the history of Le Mans and win more overall titles than any other.
Out of here.
Porsche.
Disgusting.
Their
Fucking playing
decades
this
of
fucking
dominance
ass
coincide
game.
with another incredible feat, as
I
Porsche also
hate
developed
fucking playing
iconic,
this game.
game-changing road cars in lockstep with their wins at Le Mans. Porsche landed a class win